The Worcester Railers have made yet another signing for the upcoming 2023-24 season. This time, it's one of the late additions from last season who's ready to come aboard at the start of training camp and pick up right where he left off. Anthony Callin played in 13 games for the Railers at the end of last season, coming off of his 5-year career at Clarkson University, where he scored 2 goals and 5 assists for the Railers. Back for his first full year as a professional. Anthony, welcome back to Worcester.
Hey Tim, how's it going? Good to be back.
Great to have you back. Now, before we get too much into the conversation about your decision to come back to Worcester for a full year, just tell us so far how your off season's been going.
Off season's been good. Right now I'm back at Clarkson. I've been able to go to the gym and train there with our trainer Tad Johnson, which is nice. He knows everything for training, so he's been able to help me out. And then I'm actually heading out soon to go back to Wisconsin and be able to skate and train there.
Now, in the meantime, while you're at Clarkson, have you been able to work on much of an off-season training regimen?
Yeah. Like I said, Tad, our trainer's kind of got a plan in place for me as far as the weight room and stuff goes, and been able to skate with some old teammates across the border in Canada, and so has been able to get some good skates with some of the Clarkson guys from in town and some of the alumni from Clarkson. So yeah, really using my Clarkson connections to full advantage for the summer.
And that's just a good reminder too how far north you are there in Potsdam, is that you're able to just hop the border for practice whenever you need to find ice.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes to the rink across the border. So yeah, not far at all.
Aside from that, you came on to the team late last season. It was a bit of a whirlwind. So I actually want to take the time here to help the fans to get to know you a little bit better here going into your full rookie season coming up. Just tell us, how'd you start playing hockey growing up?
Hockey for me was just big in my mom's side of the family. A lot of hockey, countless people. So she kind of got me started, just started skating when I was younger. Obviously, my brother was playing hockey as well, so both kind of competing. And uh, yeah, because of my mom's side, it just stuck with me. Love the game, love the team aspect, and then just kept going.
Do you have any sorts of favorite memories, either as a player or a fan growing up?
Um, there is a hockey camp in Minnesota that like I said, my mom's side of the family used to run, called Minnesota Hockey Camps. And you go there and they have the dorms, they have cabins and everything. So you stay on site and you do weightlifting in the morning, dry land at night, and 2 skates during the day. So it's like this full-fledged training camp. But as a kid, you didn't even feel like you were doing that much. You were just with a group. You had a little camp counselor and all that, and it was right on a lake. So that was always the highlight of the summer growing up. And like my brother would go with me, he'd be in a different group, but ended up working into the same group. And yeah, it was a lot of good training, but like I said, I didn't feel like it. It was a fun summer camp that you were able to get in shape in.
Yeah, no, kids, I feel they'll take something like that and it becomes that vacation more so as
Mm.
as opposed to a fully fledged workout camp. That's a lot of fun. Now, um, focusing more so now on the decision to come back to Worcester, what was the conversation like with head coach and general manager Jordan LaValle Smotherman when it came time to re-sign with the Railers?
Conversation was just seemed like the right fit for both of us. Obviously, with what happened at the end of last year, and I was welcomed with open arms and given a good opportunity. And uh, season didn't end the way we necessarily wanted it to, uh, and I think that is felt throughout the locker room, and we want to improve on that. And obviously, I wanted to be back. I loved it here for the short time I was there, and the culture that was established by Coach Smotherman and the players was fantastic. So was eager to get back, and we were just able to figure that out together with Coach Smotherman.
Yeah, reflect a little bit more on your time towards the end of the season there. You're about 2 months removed now from playing 13 games in the ECHL. Just talk about what that was like.
Yeah, so it's a big jump in the sense that you play about 36 games depending on your playoffs in college, and then uh, obviously a lot more in pro. So I played in the 36 games. I played almost half in just under a month and a half that I was here. So that's like a big change as far as the taking care of your body and the sleep, the make sure your nutrition's all set. So that was a big difference for sure going into pro hockey. But other than that, the like I said, the locker room was just so nice and so welcoming that it kind of didn't feel as much of a jump. And I was able to get some pointers and some tips from my brother, and having that connection just made that transition very easy and didn't really feel like a transition for me.
Your brother, of course, being Drew Callin, former Railer, played here out of Bentley, and so he made his mark here. Now signed with the Springfield Thunderbirds. In your own personal case, though, looking forward to this upcoming season, what's where are you getting the most excitement from when it comes to getting ready for your first full season as a professional?
Just being able to make a statement as far as it comes to me and the Railers as an organization. Um, we want to make a long playoff run. That's the goal, and I think that we can do that. So, kind of keeping that in the back of my mind, and I think it's in a lot of the guys' mind in the off season that that's the goal. And so we're just excited to kind of get the ball rolling and get one step closer every game to that end goal.
All right, and then last question for you here, Anthony. What can fans expect from you this coming season when they come down to watch you play at the DCU Center?
Um, I think fans can expect a lot of energy. I'm hoping to bring a lot of energy on the ice, whatever that may be. If that's a hit, if that's a shot on net, a goal. I'm just hoping to bring a lot of energy for you guys and hope to make it fun.
All right. Well, there you have it. Anthony Callin, another signee in the books for the Worcester Railers. Looking forward to the 2023-24 season. Anthony, thanks so much for taking the time today. And again, welcome back to Worcester.
Thanks, Tim.
All right. So that's another signing for the 23-24 season. There's going to be more to come in the weeks and months ahead. Be sure to stay tuned on our Worcester Railers social media channels for those as they come along.